Hi guys, so here we go with a basic exercise where you have to put those three infinitives in each tense with the pronoun I. Obviously you have an ER verb, an IR verb and an RE verb, so that will have an impact on some tenses. Take your grammar mat if you need it. Take your time, I'll mark in 5 seconds. Okay, let's go. So, the present tense first. As usual, I'll work in lines. So, I want to say I give or I am giving. So, I put the I, take off the ER, and put the ending for je in the present, which is I. Je donne, I am giving or I give. For IR verbs, I take off the IR, and I need to put an IS. Je finis, I am finishing or I finish. And for to sell, vendre, I need to put my I and take off the RE, put an S instead, which is the appropriate ending for the present tense of RE verbs. Next, the perfect. I want to say I have given, I have finished, and I have sold. So I need to put I have everywhere. J'ai in each column. And then to form the past participle, which is the bit missing here, I need for ER verbs to take off the ER, put an E accent. For IR verbs, take off the IR, put an I. For RE verbs, take off the RE and put a U. J'ai donné, I have given or I gave. J'ai fini, I have finished or I finished. And j'ai vendu, I have sold or I sell. There you go. I have some trouble sometimes with my irregular verbs in English. Next one, the near future. You want to say I am going to give, to finish, and to sell. So I am going, it's je vais. That bit is the verb to go in the present tense. So I am going, je vais everywhere. And then the rule says that you need to put to give, to finish, to sell, which is exactly the infinitive that you have at the top. So you just have to copy that. I am going to give, je vais donner. I am going to finish, je vais finir. I am going to sell, je vais vendre. There you go. Now we are moving on to the year 9 content. So simple future. I need to put my pronoun first everywhere, just to make it easier. And the rule says for ER and IR verbs, I need to copy the infinitive exactly as it is. So that's what I do. And then at the end of this infinitive, I put the simple ending, the simple future ending for je, which is AI. So, je donnerai, I will give. Je finirai, I will finish. There's a tweak for RE verbs. You need to take off the E, otherwise it sounds weird in terms of pronunciation. And once you have taken that E, you put your AI, normal ending. So, je vendrai, I will sell. Almost the same principle for the conditional. You put your je everywhere, and those two will work the same, and the same exception for this one. So put your infinitives here, je donner and je finir, even if it doesn't make sense so far. And then I need the ending for the conditional with the je, which is AIS. So je donnerai, I would give, je finirai, I would finish. Then, same drill here, I need to copy the infinitive without the E, and put your conditional ending for je, which is AIS again, je vendrai, I would sell. We are now entering the GCSE content with the imperfect. I'm going to move the notebook a bit up so I can have space to make a draft at the bottom, because for the imperfect I need to put each verb in the nous form of the present tense. So let's go. We give, nous. Take off the ER from your infinitive, put the ending which is ONS, even if it's maybe not very clear. For the IR verb, put your nous, take off your IR, put ISS ONS, And for vendre, nous, we sell, take off the RE and put ONS. From there, take off all the nous and take off the ONS everywhere. And now you have your three stems. So I want to work with je here. So I can write je everywhere. And then I need to put those stems here. So here, that's this. Here, keep the ISS, common mistake here in the imperfect, and vent with the D at the end. And at the end of those stems, I need to put my imperfect ending, which is AIS. So, je donnais, I used to give, or I was giving. Je finissais, I used to finish, or I was finishing. Je vendais, I used to sell, or I was selling. Next one, the pluperfect. Almost like the perfect tense, we just need to tweak the auxiliary a bit. So you want to say, I had given, I had finished, I had sold. The part for I had, it's your imperfect of the verb to have, so j'avais. And again, you can put that everywhere, like this. Then you need your past participle here, exactly like you formed it for the perfect tense. So take off the ER, put an E accent, take off the IR, put an I, take off the RE, put a U. I had given, or no, actually that's the only option. I had given, I had finished, I had sold. Perfect infinitive, you want to say after having done something. So après, avoir. And again, you can just put that everywhere because there's no vendre, there's no reflexive, there's no trick here. So that's it, after having. Then, once again, here you need your past participle. So same as here, same as here. Take off the ER, put E accent, take off the IR, put an I, take off like that. I'm turning it into rendre, which is to give back. That's a V, in case that wasn't clear before. Take off the RE, put a U. After having given, after having finished, after having sold. Present participle now. To form this tense, I need to start with the new form of the present tense, which is already here. And I need to follow the same drill as for the imperfect, so take off the ONS everywhere, take off the nous, so I have my stem ready to use. I want to say by giving or while giving, so the by or while, that will be en. Not that you really need it for the tense is what comes after, but that's easier if you know that to use it in context. So then take your stem here, like that, and then your present participle ending is always the same. It's ant. So en donnant, by giving, en finissant, while finishing, or en vendant, upon selling, for example. The imperative, you want to say, to give an order, give, finish, sell. So you need the to form of the present tense. I'm only going to use the to form here. For ER verbs, usually you take the to form of the present tense and you don't change a thing usually, except for ER verbs, where obviously you take off the you don't keep it if you want to give an order. But for ER verbs, you also take off the S. So that's done, give. And if you wanted to say, for example, just FYI, give me, you would say, donne-moi. If you want to say finish with the to form, you need to take off the IR to form the present tense and put the to ending, which is IS, fini, that's finish. If you're talking to one person, that's it. And the last one, take off the RE and put the present ending for to, which is S, vent. Subjunctive. I need to start with que everywhere. That's a reflex you should have. And then, obviously, I also need my pronoun, je. Then, do I have a bit of space here? You need to use the they form in the present tense. So, il. And pick the ending for er verbs, which is ent. For to finish, take off the I, R, and put ISSENT. And for to sell, take off the RE and put ENT. Once you have those they form in the present tense, take off ENT everywhere, take off il everywhere, and you have your stems to form the subjunctive. So, that I give, que je donne with an I, which is your subjunctive ending for I. That I finish, que je finisse, like that. And that I sell, que je vende. You just put your E ending everywhere. Past historic. So, you put again your pronoun. I know it's a bit repetitive, but that's how you practice and learn grammar. So, take off your ER, take off your IR, and take off your RE. But your endings will be different according to the kind of infinitives you're dealing with. So for ER verbs, it's AI, je donnais. It does really look funny, but that sounds right, so that must be right. If I made a mistake, I'll double check that. I'll put the correction in the comments, but I think I'm right. In the description, that's where I'll put the correction. For the past historic of IR verbs, that's simply IS, like in the present. What will make the difference is the context and the kind of text you're reading. If you're reading a dialogue, for example, it will be that. If you're reading a novel, like a classic novel, you would have that. That would be the past historic. And for RE verbs, IS again, je vendis, I sold, I finished, I gave. Future perfect. You want to say I will have given, finished, sold. So I will have, that's the simple future of the verb to have. J'aurai. So that's your auxiliary that you need to use everywhere. And then you need to put your past participle. We have done it 3 times already. So take off the ER, put an E accent, take off the IR, put an I, take off the RE, put a U. I will have given, I will have finished, I will have sold, j'aurais donné, j'aurais fini, j'aurais vendu. And almost the same for the last one, conditional perfect. I would have, that's the only difference. All you need to do to say I would have is to add an S at the end of that. That's I would have. J'aurais. And then it's exactly the same drill again. Copy your past participle like that. Oops, sorry. Shouldn't scribble like that. J'aurais donné, I would have given. J'aurais fini, I would have finished. J'aurais vendu, I would have sold. So that's it, guys. I hope that went well and you got most of it correct. See you for the next video. Bye bye.